Each year in March, we commemorate International Women's Month, and on March 8th, we celebrate International Women's Day. Gender equality and female empowerment are essential for achieving our development goals. We know that, in the long term, sustainable development will only be possible when women and men enjoy equal opportunity to rise to their potential. We also know that societies that empower women and experience faster economic growth and benefit from greater productivity and improved food security. Worldwide, across every development priority, from education to economic inclusion, gender inequality remains a significant challenge. This is true in the Philippines and it is true in Mindanao. Unless both women and men are able to attain their social, economic, and political aspirations, we will not successfully promote peace and prosperity. USAID recognizes the importance of advancing equality between females and males. We also know the importance of empowering women and girls to participate fully in and benefit from the development of their societies. Hence, in January 2012, USAID launched the new gender policy that will enable USAID to be a catalytic force for gender equality and women's empowerment worldwide. As Secretary Clinton has said, achieving our objectives for global development will demand accelerated efforts to achieve gender equality and women's empowerment. Otherwise, peace and prosperity will have their own glass ceiling. Gender equality is both the right thing to do and the smart thing to do. As we celebrate women all over the world, I am pleased to share with you the stories of women in USAID's programs in Mindanao. The stories show USAID's commitment to gender equality and the positive impact of USAID assistance in the lives of women in Mindanao. The stories are a testament to the acts of courage and determination by these women who have contributed to making a visible difference in their communities. To these women and to all Filipino women, I say mabuhay and more power to all of us.
For more than 15 years, USAID has been consistent in its commitment to and support of Mindanao's development. Working closely with the government of the Philippines, USAID has helped to accelerate development in such diverse sectors as agriculture, education, banking, health, and governance. USAID is also strongly committed to gender equality and to the belief that the continued development of Mindanao depends on the skills and the drive of all the region's inhabitants. Thus, all the activities supported by USAID are designed to ensure that men and women benefit equally from them. These are the stories of some of the women who have participated in USAID-funded programs. In a secluded village in Quilada, Matalam, North Cotabato Province in Mindanao, live a group of women who could rightly be called the Amazons of Mindanao. At one time, they belonged to the Moro National Liberation Front, or MNLF, Women's State Revolutionary Committee, headed by Kagi Dina Ambel.
Nag-umpisa ang project mula noong 1997 hanggang 2006 yung corn production. Pagkatapos, nag-umpisa yung vegetable production namin mula noong 2004. Hanggang ngayon, nag-operate din kami.
Kagi Dina and her group were among the early beneficiaries of USAID's Emergency Livelihood Assistance Program, which helped combatants to successfully reintegrate into mainstream society by training them on corn, rice, and seaweed production. Under Kagi Dina's leadership, the cluster, composed of women former combatants, planted 110 hectares of corn, which earned them over 2 million pesos for just 2 cropping cycles, and in the process also firmly planted the seeds of entrepreneurship, seeds that continue to bear fruit. Today, this cooperative, which arose from the ashes of combat, is a flourishing, profitable enterprise, earning its women owners sufficient funds to provide a better quality of life to their families.
Nakatulong talaga yung USAID. Kay karamihan sa amin, bihira lang may mga sent yung bahay namin kasi mga maliliit lang. Nakakahiya pa nga may magbisita kasi maliliit lang. Pero ngayon, magtaka ka na kay maraming nakaparada na truck, mga hauler, at saka mga service, at saka yung kami na mga kababaihan, hindi na kami ignorante sa labas. Noon, para kaming mga na palagi lang natatakot. Sa ngayon, okay na kami. Lalo na mayroon kaming mga microfinance kasi dati kaming kilala na maganda ang leadership namin sa tulong ng Panginoon na nakilala ako sa North Cotabato, karamihan sa mga munisipyo, marami kaming na-organize, lalo na dito sa Matalam.
Gianida Lumangal too has many stories to tell as the wife of a former MNLF battalion commander in central Mindanao.
Before the intervention of the USAID, parang mahirap din talaga ang buhay. Hindi parang kay mahirap talaga ang buhay. Ang mga tao noon is nadepende lang sa farm nila na maliliit.
Although the signing of the peace agreement was a welcome development for Gianida and her husband, her main concern then was how to put food on the table with no livelihood resources or technical skills.
So, pag ng peace agreement, USAID ay pumasok with their emergency livelihood assistance program in corn production. All farm inputs ay libre. So, nag-farm ang mga tao.
Finding success in corn production, Gianida eventually ventured into mango farming. With hard work and dedication, she and her husband now own and manage a profitable 10-hectare mango plantation.
Out of the harvest that they were able to get is nakapag-aral sila ng kanilang mga anak. They were able to renovate their houses, then expand their farm. Kabili sila ng animals, working animals. And yung iba nakabili nga ng motorcycle, pang everyday nila hanap buhay.
Muslim women leaders like Kagi Dina and Gianida now enjoy peaceful, productive lives, far removed from the threat of bullets and mortar fire. They have helped rebuild their communities from the scars of war and are living reminders that progress comes to those who choose the path of peace. In Coronadal, South Cotabato Province, Nanette De Jesus, Secretary of South Cotabato Banana Creations Incorporated, a fresh produce concessionaire in the newly opened Robinson Supermarket in General Santos City, stacks vegetables on racks.
We were a group of banana farmers na we had a problem in marketing our products, kaya nakaisip kami to make it into a corporation so it could be the marketing arm. And the USAID had trainings for us, particularly in production of banana, to help us perfect our production. So with perfect production came plenty of bananas to market.
Her group are among the Mindanao-based companies that have partnered with USAID to increase their competitiveness and profits in domestic and foreign markets.
Yung naging advocacy namin and naging commitment namin sa farmers was to buy their goods at farm gate prices, cash, paying it with cash. We are really very lucky in Mindanao kasi mabait yung lupa dito, mabait yung ulan, walang bagyo, kaya sa production side, maganda lagi ang production ng crops.
The cooperative, with 30 members and affiliate growers, and a total growing area of 40 hectares, procures and weekly retails up to 5 metric tons of 70 varieties of fruits and vegetables a week through outlets in 4 high-end mall supermarkets in South Cotabato.
So what we really need is to link the farmers to the market. And USAID, again, now is helping us and helped us also providing us with our post-harvest needs. So we are really very grateful for USAID for really taking care of us and looking after our needs.
The long-running conflict in Mindanao has severely constrained the development of some communities. For decades, the inadequacy of bridges, ports, roads, post-harvest handling facilities, and potable water systems in conflict-affected areas reduced the residents' quality of life and undermined economic development.
Atong una, ang harvest namo sa kada hektarya 40 kabanis lang ang makuha namo. Karong kay nanay irigasyon nga nagabot sa mua, nagdoble ang among harvest sa matag hektarya.
To help alleviate some of these problems, USAID, through its Barangay or Village Infrastructure Project and Regional Impact Project, built facilities to help residents transport goods more cheaply and efficiently, increase access to markets and services, and boost household incomes.
Dako gid ang akong pasalamat dahil dako gid ang tabang ng USAID ng project diri sa amon. Sa nakikita nakita mo, dali na lang mga produkto, mga emergency, misin sa akon kasi sa Committee on Health, ako nahirapan ako dahil minsan akin sa emergency ako gid ang nagakon sa mga tao, pero karon hindi na pwede na ang truck makakadto dito sa kung anong emergency, pwede na kami makakadto makuha namon madala sa ospital.
Sayahay na karon kay sa una sa paglakaw lang nga daan nimo kung asa ka mangitag tubig, tagaan jud nimo panahon karon kay naana dinhi ang tubig duol na sa ko ang balay, mas madali na lang sa kuan na ako'y importanteng lakwan, makadali-dali ko og kuhag tubig, makapanglaba kung unsay mga gamit niya sa balay kay naana diri sa akong duol ang tubig.
Yano ija nanginig ang ginawa namin ngay ganggula nami sa sudapan titayan. Yan nami ganggula na umika timpo na kadalam na upambadasa kami na pagsukay kami sa awang sa piso isa katao. Lumaran sa titayan na alhamdulillah na panginaisita namin sa ripag na mapiaso kablo namin. Na mapiaso kabumbatas, kadadang piso. Na yama sila anapian, kapian na titayan sa kami na sumangawata nami, abamangagi, na dapubri malin sa kabumbatasin, kapadsyanin sa eskwela. Inshallah.
Though government finds ways to create the conditions needed for sustained and equitable development, it is the private sector that remains the engine of economic growth and job creation. USAID has helped women members become leaders of local business communities by working in collaboration with producer associations and chambers of commerce. USAID implements programs designed to help create more economic opportunities and improve the overall business climate throughout underdeveloped, conflict-affected areas in Mindanao.
It's been a great journey over the last 4 years. My involvement with the Mindanao community as well as the Davao community, particularly working with official development agencies such as the USAID. So I guess one of the greatest learning opportunities for me has been to work with the USAID for many projects, not just for the Mindanao but also for the Davao and in particular with the IT community. That kind of competitive advantage is not something that you will get only from a purely business collaboration. It has got to be a very, very strong partnership between the public and the private sector. And I must say that the role of official development agencies such as the USAID is something that really is a key driver in many of the growth targets or growth objectives that we want to achieve for all of Mindanao.
Economic expansion and job growth depend, in part, on the availability of an accessible workforce equipped with the skills required by the business community. USAID helps students across the educational spectrum to develop such skills. Through USAID's investments in vocational, elementary, secondary, tertiary studies or INVESTS project, full scholarship support was awarded to more than 180 young people from conflict-affected areas of Mindanao. 2 of the women are currently pursuing a 5-year Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering degree and will graduate in April 2012.
Dumating po yung balita sa amin na meron daw pong mining engineering course dito sa PSU. Kaya po, masaya po kami ng time na yun kasi sabi namin, meron pa pala kaming chance na makapag-aral ng mining sa ibang lugar. Masaya at kinakabahan kasi ibang lugar yung pupuntahan namin, which is malayo sa mga magulang namin at sa bayan namin.
Na-excite po talaga kami is buong buhay po namin hindi kami nakakasakay ng eroplano, nakikita lang namin sa TV, sa
first time nasasakay.
So, yun po inisip, ano kayang feeling pag nasa loob ka ng eroplano?
Kami po ay napakaswerte na mapabilang sa mga scholars. Kasi po yung chance na ibinigay nila sa amin is makakatulong para sa kinabukasan namin, hindi lang para sa amin, para din sa bayan namin.
Yung mga kaklase namin is nagtatanong, hindi pa magulo sa Mindanao. Yan ang sinasabi nila.
Ang dami nilang assumption na
ganito, ganyan sa Mindanao.
Magpuputukan ba doon? Magulo ba doon? So yun po talaga yung kanilang iniisip tungkol sa Mindanao. At ipinapaniwanag po namin na hindi naman po ganun kagulo doon. Marami po kaming natutunan na bagay. Yun po yung pagiging independent, na kailangan may responsibilidad ka sa sarili mo. Kailangan may disiplina ka sa sarili mo, sa oras, sa lahat ng bagay. Kasi malayo ka sa pamilya mo. Dahil sa kanila, nagkaroon ako ng chance na makapag-aral. At ito pa rin yung pangarap ko sa buhay.
Nagpapasalamat po talaga ako sa USAID kasi yung nga po matutupad ko na yung pangarap ko sa mga magulang ko. Matutulungan ko na sila na at least po maahon yung buhay namin sa hirap.
Faith Angelique Campaner and her schoolmates are recipients of an improved school library through USAID's Education Matching Grant Project, which provides peso for peso matching grants to PTAs of up to 800 schools. The project aims to improve specific education programs such as the establishment of libraries, science laboratories, and multimedia computer centers.
Hindi masyado kasi syempre yung library parang walang aircon, masyadong mainit. So if ever kung gusto ko man mag-research, magpunta na lang ako ng ibang library. Mas gusto ko kasi mas maganda yung ambience, mas malamig siya, then mas maraming books na pwede kong basahin. Opo, every time na merong mga film viewing kami na pagawin kami ng movie review, ganun. Tapos kung may lessons, nagagamit namin siya kasi mas madali na siya ngayon kasi hindi na namin kailangan i-imagine kung ano pa yung tinuturo ng teacher namin. Kailangan na lang namin siya panoorin, tapos matututunan na namin.
USAID's workforce preparation initiatives have helped raise computer literacy of Mindanao students and hundreds of thousands of teachers. They have helped to strengthen classroom learning and instruction by providing access to information and enhancing the technical competence of students in the English language, thus enabling them to compete successfully for employment in key sectors.
I would like to thank the USAID for bringing the JEEP or Job Enabling English Proficiency here in DMMA College because it helped us in many aspects, such as being a student even if here inside or outside the school, and of course for our communications, not just in the maritime students but also for the general education students. It is a very big help.
Many of Mindanao's college graduates come from smaller, relatively remote municipalities. For the most part, they grow to maturity without having been exposed to the potential career opportunities often available in larger corporations. USAID's productive internships in dynamic enterprises, or PRIDE, places select graduates into 3 to 6 month internships with national or international partner corporations. During this period, interns develop a greater understanding of potential career options, and companies, many of which have not historically recruited personnel from Mindanao, develop an appreciation for the region's large dynamic workforce.
Kung hindi ako nagpa-interview sa Pride at nakapasok sa programa ito, siguro andun na pa rin ako sa community namin. Ngayon, masasabi ko na empowered Maguindanaon woman na ako dahil sa tulong ng programang yon.
Working closely with rural banks throughout Mindanao, USAID helps provide those living in remote rural areas with fast and secure access to a wide range of banking services, thus bringing credit and financial services to a broad area of the country, where most residents have not historically been able to access such services.
Graduate na ako, nagtrabaho ko sa restaurant, sa Asia restaurant. Tapos nag-barco food ko at the same time mga 6 months Tapos pero sa ako ang pagkuhaan na course, ang ako yung gusto jud is magsarili kong negosyo. Sa pag-loan na mo sa kantilan, nakadugang pud ni og isa ka branch na Janice Bulaluan sa paggamit na mo sa ilang kwarta. So muna karon duha na among gina-operate. Nakatabang jud siya sa pagkapital namo na ruling namo karon.
The smallest political unit in the Philippines is the barangay or village. In partnership with local barangay officials throughout Mindanao, USAID has trained selected barangay residents to mediate disputes and disagreements at this most basic level of government, thus providing a mechanism for swift and effective resolution of problems and helping to empower local residents to solve local problems peacefully and effectively.
Bilang BGA, maraming nagawa sa aming buhay. Yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi namin nalalaman pa sa una, mas marami kaming nalaman ngayon.
Kung mayroon tayong masolve na isang problema, isang nakaka-contribute din tayo sa world peace para hindi lumala ang mga problema sa barangay. Basta napakasarap sa feeling yung nakakatulong ka talaga sa kapwa mo na maging instrument ka. Napakasarap talaga nun. Yung walang sweldo pero bakit tayo masaya pa rin? Volunteer pa rin tayo ng volunteer. In fact, tayo pa nga ang gumagastos.
Yes.
Kada punta natin sa iba't ibang lugar, hindi naman tayo basta pumupunta doon, gumagamit tayo ng transportation. Sariling pera. Pero bakit nandito pa rin? Dahil yung sense of achievement nga na naging useful sa community at nakakatulong tayo, yun ang masarap.
Working in partnership with the Philippine House of Representatives, USAID's Congressional Internship Program for Young Mindanao Leaders, or CIPIMIL, places promising recent college and university graduates into internships in the House of Representatives. The program participants learn about policy formulation and the drafting and enactment of legislation by working directly with legislative committees and in the offices of individual congressional representatives.
In 2008, when the program is again reopened for the CPMIL Cycle 7, I decided to give it a shot, choosing CPMIL over law school, over pursuing law school. It's one of my best decisions ever. After CPMIL, I became more mature holistically, like in terms of professional growth. Even my social skills have improved tremendously. Before CPMIL, I was very shy. I could not even talk to dignitaries or VIPs. CPMIL introduced me to a whole new world. Parang sandigan ng bayan yung USAID sa Philippines. Parang their presence is really felt here in the Philippines, especially in Mindanao. Kasi naging tool talaga sila. Hindi sila nanunuhol ng pera or ng anything, pero they're giving education, trainings, exposure to young ones. Yun nga ang sabi, do not give man fish, but teach him how to fish. I have mixed feelings being the first female cabinet secretary. At the same time, I'm also happy. Kasi finally, may babae na rin sa ARMM na cabinet secretary. Kumbaga kailangan hindi ko masisira yung pangalan ng kababaihan. Ipoprove ko na yung mga kababaihan pala, marunong din sila at magaling din sila maging leader.
These women are individual voices selected from a chorus of thousands. Collectively, they represent an important resource that will continue to help drive Mindanao's development forward. USAID is gratified to have been part of their stories.